Hello Pisces, and welcome to my channel. My name is Crystal. This is going to be the continuation, part 2 to the Pisces part 1, who's coming towards you. So I realized literally after I ended the video, I sat here for a minute and I was looking things over. And I actually had another story that was like another narrative that was coming to mind that I did not completely touch on in the part 1. And I had somewhere to be, and so I wasn't able to do this continuation right away. But even hours later, it was nagging at me and I felt like I wasn't done here. And obviously, like, part 1, part 2, it may not, none of this may resonate with, resonate with every single Pisces out there, but I feel like someone needed to hear this. And I could not stop thinking about it or walk away from it. I felt like a part 2 needed to be done. So just a little recap. If you haven't watched part 1, you should watch that first, because I go into more detail on these previous cards. But just to give you a little catch up, we were talking about someone moving on from one situation. I felt like someone is having to move, is looking for a place to stay, and they're running into somebody that they're dealing with an energy that is not completely on the up and up. So what I was getting for kind of a message where the roles might be flipped a little bit. Okay, so there is no judgment, there's no shame here. But for those of you Pisceans that have found yourself a little down on your luck, okay, and you've had to move from a situation that was not healthy, was not good for you, and even in some cases could have been somewhere where you were in fear, okay? And so there's somebody that comes in and offers you a place to stay, okay? And again, this is not for everybody, so watch part 1 and then come to this one and see if either of these are making sense to you. But this is for a different set of Pisces, that you're the one that needs a little helping hand. There's going to be someone that I feel like for some of you, you may not know very well, or you know this person, but you haven't seen them in a while, and they offer you to stay with them. I want you to know that with this devil energy, if we notice, and I didn't do a big close-up of this in the last reading, the part 1, but I kept focusing on there's strings attached to her fingers, okay? So this is telling me that if someone offers you a place to stay, especially if you don't know them that well or haven't seen them in a while, they could have their own agenda. And you guys, this is on a scale, okay? So this could be in its more, I guess, innocent or, you know, low on the scale. Someone could, let's say, this is just an example, okay? Someone has been your friend, acquaintance. They've had a crush on you. You've been away, and somehow you get in contact with them. They run into you. You're down on your luck. They offer you to, you know, they're kind. They offer you to come stay with them, knowing that they have had a crush on you, and this is like their opportunity to swoop in, like, you know, the knight on the white horse. Doesn't matter if you're masculine or feminine. This could be somebody who wants to help you, save you, but they're hoping, you know, that this turns into something, it turns into a relationship, it turns into something that they've always wanted, and they're using your circumstance to move it forward. Okay? Doesn't mean that they're an inherently bad person. It's just that they may be taking advantage of the situation. So that's okay. You know, that's the more, I guess you could say, like, innocent side of this. It's still something that you need to be aware of because they're not going to be forthcoming about that. The other side of the spectrum, which is a little bit more, I guess, in your face, sinister, is you could be taking help from somebody that, especially if you don't know them that well, you are looking for kindness and healing, helping hand, somebody else may be looking for a physical connection, a very sexual connection. And I feel like some of you will not feel this right away, and some of you will definitely pick up on it and try to talk yourself out of it. But the moon illuminates everything. So, oops. I'm going to read you these cards because I just kept pulling until I felt like I needed to stop. And so what I'm going to read to you is going to explain what is really going on here. Okay? So the moon says, this is a sign that you must trust your gut. Your instincts and intuition will lead the way through the darkness. When you choose the symbol of the moon as your guide, you know that it is necessary to look beyond the obvious, to know the truth of things. Sometimes people will say one thing, and you have a weird feeling that they mean something else altogether. You have this power. You are being asked to use it now. Choose another card for a deeper look at what's really going on behind the scenes. Okay, so then next we have differences. And this one says, I have seen many things since the beginning of time. Know that the intricate differences between all beings are sacred. You must learn to accept that others are not the same as you. It's important to allow others to express their own opinions. Consider the difference between an orange and an apple. Both are fruit, but they are different kinds. Is one more valuable than the other? I think not. All creatures, all beings have a right to their uniqueness. Okay, and then we have love. Choosing this symbol is a powerful sign that love in all forms is in your life now. There is a responsibility to this also. You must give love freely without conditions and love others because your heart is open. There is something else here to consider. Love can be a confusing force too, and can sometimes ask a sacrifice of you. If your heart is aching and feels like it's broken, know that love has a greater love for you later on. No matter where you are in life right now, love has come to guide you into an important experience. Okay, and then we have choices. Every choice you make has a consequence. Even your thoughts are like magnets, drawing experiences to you for the good or the bad. Do you know the story of a winged immortal in the house of night who had to choose between dark and light? Do you know what he chose? Right now you are faced with such a choice. All you need to do is ask, is this for the highest good? The choice you make will be an important step in your life lessons. Remember, even not deciding is a choice. What will it be? Choose another card to show what your choice will bring you. And then we have lust. My dear one, when the symbol of lust has come before you, beware that when you toy with this energy, you may become consumed by it. There is a fine balance between desire that is pure and the obsession that arises in the insatiable thrill of danger. Be careful that your desire remains good and that your wanting doesn't cause hurt to yourself or another. It is best that you move cautiously forward. If you're asking about a relationship, you may be developing an obsessive fever that will take a long time to recover from. Ask yourself, what is the nature of your desire? Why do you want this so badly? Beware, there is always a hidden agenda in lust. Okay, you guys, so I feel like that someone here is getting that that feeling that something is off. One person wants healing, friendship, and love. Someone else here is struggling because they know that they have a strong desire. Okay, so I want you guys to, for those of you that this is resonating, I'm just gonna say that even though we can be in a dire situation, don't go from one negative situation into something that can possibly be worse. Obviously, I know this is not to scare anyone. I know this is not going to resonate with everybody. But if this is what is happening or you're faced with a choice, just know that someone is seeing the situation differently than you. They want things to go in a different direction. Now, if you're okay with, rushing things with somebody, or you don't mind this sort of, fast moving, You know, if I get kind of a friends with benefits situation out of it, then great. But I do think that someone is not being honest about their intentions, and someone here needs to know about that. So I would just use your discretion, use caution. Don't listen to somebody's words. Go with how you feel, because you are right. And you should never, ever have to compromise your values, your integrity, your self-worth, because there will always be another situation that opens up. So, like I said, if you're down on your luck, you're looking for a place to stay, there are definitely agencies that help with that. So, and I'm not going to go into my own experiences right now. I might in the future do some story time videos about some of my experiences, but I can tell you that if you're a Pisces and you don't have a lot of people that you can trust, especially if you're a feminine energy, if you're a female, there are agencies that strangers that are professionals in helping people can be some of the greatest connections that you ever make. And so don't trust a stranger that seems friendly when you could possibly go to some kind of establishment that helps people, especially if you're a victim of something or someone. That's literally their passion, and you can still have your independence and have a helping hand that doesn't have strings attached to it. Okay, so this was a lot, you guys. I know this is for someone, even if it's only one person. I'm okay with that. And I just want you to know, please stay safe. Go with your gut instincts. Don't be afraid to ask for help, and things will get better. Okay? Pisces, I'm sending you lots of love and healing at this time, and take care of yourself. And I hope that if you are on the fence about something, or you had that little nagging feeling, that you have seen this and it influences your decision for the better. And you know, these messages is just simply tapping into an energy that you're probably already somewhat aware of. So Pisces, thank you so much for stopping by my channel. There's more to come. If you have not subscribed and you feel called to, please do. Hit the notification bell, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye, Pisces.